Hi there, welcome to Powwow Cook, and today what was that? Don't shout out. That's Boo Boo. What was that, Boo Boo? You like burgers? Well, it's funny you say that because today we're going to be doing a chicken burger. So these are the ingredients that you will need today. You'll need chicken, lettuce. We're going for a healthy one. Your obviously burger buns, you want them to be really healthy, okay? Then we've got tomato. Now I've been washing my lettuce. As you can see, there's water there, okay? So it's very simple, very healthy. For my sauce, I will be using mayonnaise mixed with chili sauce, but that's your choice. You don't need to. You could use hummus. We made hummus the other day, so you can make hummus. That's your choice. So what I'm going to do first is, if you get a big piece like this, make sure you've washed your hands, which I have. Boo Boo, you go over there, and we're going to get this big piece of chicken, and that is a really big piece. And what you want to do is just make sure you cut it. I'm going to cut this for 2 people, okay? So let's go down. I'm going to kind of cut it in the middle, okay? Because then it's evenly cut. Okay, so I'm going to cut that in the evenly cut. We call that butterflying. Yes, I know it sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? It's not, doesn't look like a butterfly, but when you cut meat in half like that equally, we call that butterflying, okay? So, like I say, I'm going to just cut that part off. You want them the same thickness because then that means they're going to cook at the same time. With meat, always wash your hands again, so I'm just going to wash my hands very quickly. Now, what we're going to do with that is we're going to put that in there. So I'm going to wash my, put that in there, right? Then, now you can cut them into smaller pieces. That's your choice. You can have them big. It's your choice. So what we're going to do, just wash your hands again there. Do not like meat and not washing. So we'll do it like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add, now I've got here my 5 spice. This is excellent. You can use this with chicken, lamb. You can use it with many meats, okay? So sprinkle quite a lot of that in. Now, what you can do is you can actually do this overnight. If you do this for 2 or 3 hours or overnight, it will taste much better, okay? We call this marinating. So just move it around like that, okay? And I'm just going to put a little bit more on, okay? And just, so there, all them flavors, it will just smell that. It smells really good. Doesn't it smell good, Boo Boo? Yeah, smell that. Wow, he loves it. So 5 spice, really good. You could do that for a few hours and it really does taste really good, okay? So I'm going to just leave that there for a second. Wash my hands, right. So what you need to, we're going to start cooking the chicken first. So let's put that on. Okay, so we put that on there a little bit. You want it medium, you want it fairly hot, medium low. Okay, be careful, Boo Boo. Don't want to get burnt. We'll put you over there on the cupboard so you can watch it. He does love his chicken burgers. We'll put you here. We'll move Spider-Man out the way. There you go. Right. So there we have it. So put a bit of oil in there. Okay. So a little bit of olive oil. This will take the longest, the chicken. So we put a little bit, not too much. Okay. Just a dash, and then make sure you got these. These are very important. Hello, my name's Prongs. Okay. So just pick it up like that, and then what we do, we're just going to throw that on there now. And you should hear that sizzle. Now, like I say, you can cut these into smaller pieces. I'm going to do one small and one big because actually, let's do all of them. Okay, so there we have it. Just, you don't want to cook it too high because then it won't be cooked. So try not to touch it, just leave that alone. Okay, so, and that's all we're going to do. So we're going to cook that medium to low. Look at that flame there, it's not that high, okay? So I'm going to leave that there for a minute. And if you look at this now, what people make a big mistake is when they make their burgers, they don't prepare it. So when the burgers come out, we'll flip that around. When you flip that around, get a bit of cloth underneath, it sticks, okay? Now, wash this because we just had meat on it. So what you need to do is start preparing, okay? So my sauce, what is my sauce going to be? Well, I'm going to put in some mayonnaise. Now you can put anything you want, you don't have to, you might want to use mayonnaise, right? You want to put lots in first so you've got enough and you don't want to make it twice, okay? And then I love chili sauce and mayonnaise. It is amazing. So you put that in there like that, boom. You should get nice, like a rosé pink. So that is going to be my simple sauce. You could go healthier. Look at that, just give it a quick mix, okay? So this is what we call preparing. What I'm going to do is whack this on. Now this is very important. I'm going to cut my buns in half now. Okay, so we cut these in half. If you've got a bread knife, look at the size of this. Probably the biggest bread knife in the world. So we're going to cut it slowly. And when you have a bread knife, it makes it much easier. And have a look at this. So a bread knife, see how it's got little ridges. So don't press hard, it just makes cutting bread much easier. And then I'm going to just, I'm not even going hard with this. See how easy that is, okay? Right, so I'm now going to use my griddle pan. You can use a grill, and this is cooking really well. Look at this. Okay, so again, look at that. Easy, okay? Wow, looking good, okay? And we will cook that on both sides again. Always be careful with that, okay? If we look at it, yeah, see where it's white? That is where it's cooked. It's still got quite a bit left, okay? Now what I sometimes do when I'm frying, I like to just throw a bit of water in, so it part fries and part boils, okay? So you're getting so it's cooking even more. You're getting quite a bit of steam in there, okay? Right, so got that going on. So whilst this is on, what I am going to do, I'm going to make this really hot. I'm going to prepare my buns. Now, it's up to you. If you don't fry these, the problem is when the chicken comes out, it will probably get too wet. Okay, so you don't want a wet bun. Not a wet bun, a wet bun. Okay, so by frying it, it's much better. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw that on there like that. Okay, and just press them down. You can use that on a grill. You can use it in a grill or an oven. Mr. Chris does not have either, so that's why I'm going to cook one quickly today because of the space on that pan. Like I say, so I'm going to just throw this over. So now this is frying and boiling. So if you're not sure about it being cooked, cut it to see if it's pink or not. So that is pretty much everything now. All we need to do is just get ready for the salad, okay? So we know what we do with this. Again, what you do, you cut down the halfway, like that. Cut off the root as well, so we don't need that, okay? I've washed mine about 3 or 4 times, as you can see. So cut it down like that. I'm going to not use that section, okay? Now, what you want, it's up to you. You might want to keep the leaves like that, okay? I'm going to just slice mine, okay? You want it, oh, do it this way, like that, okay, like that. Smaller the better, because if it's too big, the burger or the lettuce might slip off, so I do prefer it to be a bit smaller, okay? Like I say, use what you want. You might want it big. You could wrap these onto your burger like that if you wanted, so you're getting it all together. That's okay. Like I say, your choice. So we're turning these around, so we're just cooking these, okay? And then we'll have a look at the buns. Now this is just a very quick, healthy way of cooking buns. And let's have a look here. And this is on my griddle pan. My griddle pan there, like a grill. So this won't be just like frying on a pan. This will like a grill effect, okay? So I'm going to just put it over there. What I do like to do with these, I like to cook them on both sides as well, just so they're crunchy and warm. So if you have a dry bun and you put your chicken in your sauce, it gets too wet and it breaks, okay? And we don't want to break. A broken burger is a broken heart, okay? So don't do that, okay? So Boo Boo is very happy. So we're going to turn those around. Look at those, okay? So now they're warm. Excellent. So what we're going to do, you've got to be careful when you put a burger together, because otherwise, we've all had burgers, whether it's at your friends or KFC, and it just falls. So you need to construct it perfectly, okay? So again, I'm just turning this around. Now if you're not sure, just cut the meat. I'm just going to give it 1 or 2 minutes on either side. Let's just check. So we can check by just cutting. And then, yeah, so if we look at that, that is not cooked, okay? See how that's pink, okay? And if we look here, let's have a look here, that is definitely not cooked. So we need definitely another 4 minutes. Now you can make it quicker by doing smaller pieces like that, okay? So let's start doing that. You can cut into strips if you want, like that. So that's what I'm going to do, just to quicken up the speed. So remember, we said surface area before. That is there, we can see that there. Now that is cooked, but this part isn't. That's pink, okay? And when you see pink, it should make you think, okay? So we'll do that, cut it into strips. So like I say, you can change cooking as you cook, okay? That's a sign that you're learning. These have probably got about 1 or 2 minutes left, okay? So these are not far off. What I would do is, again, throw a bit more of these on now, because that water is starting to go away, okay? So now what we're going to do is mix all this in again, like that. And now we've got lovely chicken strips. The good thing about this is it won't fall off because it's one piece, it's little pieces, so it should be better. And, wow, smell that fire spice, really good, it's raw, yeah. Boo Boo wants to smell it. Smell that, Boo Boo, he's getting really hungry. So here we go. Now the buttons, oh, make sure you don't burn them like Mr. Chris. Put them back on one more time. I'm going to make sure, it's okay if you burn it, that's okay. It's a charcoal effect. We call that caramelization. In other terms, it's slightly burnt. There we go. So now, because I've cut them, I can see if these are now cooked and they are really juicy, okay? So when you can see that they are not pink, like I say, you can keep cutting, keep checking. So let's check again. Right, let's take these off. Oh, now we're going to burn these up. That's it. Now, this was just forgot there. So we'll take, now, the key thing is, whilst that's cooking, we've got to be careful with meat. We've got to be very careful. Okay, I'm going to just let that'll probably cook now in the heat. This is where people make the mistake of when the burger comes out, or the panic. So before you do that, let's get it all down. So what you need to do first, get your sauce on. This is important because this is like a glue. This will glue the top and the bottom in, because we've all been to parties or restaurants, fast food restaurants, where it sticks. Then next, what you need to do, I'm going to go, like I say, you can go for pieces. I'm going to go for a few pieces like that. Look at that. Okay. This is really healthy. You can make this more healthy by using less mayonnaise. Okay. Now, then we've got a lovely, juicy. This is like a beet tomato. You can use a normal tomato, but this will just add a bit more. Also, the size of it will help. Okay. So you can cook it thinner. It's up to you. Okay. So there we go. So we put that there. Look at that. So that looks beautiful already. Okay. Now you could use a beef for this. You could even use fish. Okay. You can use fish. Don't be afraid of fish. Fish are really good. Okay. So now what we're doing, just going to moving this around so it's still cooking, even though I've got it off the heat. And let's have a look. So let's now cut this, and always double check. Yeah. So really juicy. If you're not sure, check. I do. That is perfectly juicy. Look at that. So now, what I want to do, I want to make sure that my tomatoes don't slip. So again, it's a bit like glue. Stick them on there a bit. Then stick that glue on there a bit. Okay, because as you can see there, it's slipping. And this is the thing, you've got to use your sauce as the glue. Okay, I might get a spoon if I can, because it's easier. There we go. And look at that. And there, this is just one chicken burger. So we get that in there like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, obviously, the healthier, you might use less if you want. And make sure your top goes on top. And that, wow, look at that. That is an absolute monster of a burger. So try that as a chicken burger. And like I say, make sure, like I say, you could cook it in one piece. I've cut it in strips. Try doing that. A cool, healthy cooking burger. Thank you for watching.